What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I'm in downtown Brooklyn, and I'm gonna be exploring around downtown Brooklyn and the surrounding areas and see what's happening over there. So far, there's a lot of development going on. Like you can see behind me, some tall skyscrapers, and right behind me is the Brooklyn Tower, which is the tallest building in Brooklyn. Now, keep in mind, Brooklyn is massive and the most populous borough in New York City. So I cover so many neighborhoods in Brooklyn. So for those who are new, I'm just gonna focus around this area, but you can check out my other videos where I cover different neighborhoods in Brooklyn. But I'm gonna focus around here. I'm gonna make my way by DeKalb Avenue and make it to Fort Greene Park, which is a really cool park over there that's changed a lot. And I'm gonna take you guys with me, so join me. Every time I come to the downtown area of Brooklyn, it never stops to impress me. I remember the first time I came here years ago, it was so different. But now every time I come, it's like more and more things is happening. Little by little, this is starting to look more like Manhattan. Also, like I showed, Long Island City and Queens is amazing, but this one has it's more lively over here. It's like more, looking for better vibe. And I'm gonna show you guys what's ahead of me. And this is DeKalb Avenue, and look at all the high-rise buildings that are popping up. And I'll show you this one over here. This is the Brooklyn Tower. You can see it's super tall how it is. And it's shaping the skyline of downtown Brooklyn. Even when I take some of the bridges like Manhattan Bridge, Williamsburg Bridge, you can see the skyline of Brooklyn from a distance. Well, yep, DeKalb Avenue, Flatbush Avenue. When I make my left, it's gonna be DeKalb Avenue. But I'm gonna cross the street right here. And I'm gonna show you how some of the streets and neighborhood changes when you do like a couple of detours. So it's super busy right behind me. But from all the craziness, I'm gonna show you how it changes when I go a couple of blocks down. It starts getting more peaceful and beautiful architecture. As I walk by DeKalb Avenue, you can see like how they develop more and more condos. So it's like every time I come, I see like more and more skyscrapers popping up over here. See how crazy it is. So like I say, and the other days I was live streaming, and one of the viewers said if it wasn't for the title that I put, he would have thought it was Manhattan because of all the high-rise buildings that is happening around here. But I'm gonna walk to Fort Greene. I'm gonna show you some of the shops they have around here by DeKalb Avenue. Even over here, you can see how noisy it is because they're probably gonna develop another high-rise building. So it's like everywhere you go, construction after construction. Like I said before, if Brooklyn was a city on its own, it would be in the top probably 4th largest cities in the United States. I think over 2.6 million people live around here, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's like its own vibe. Well, here we got a couple of business happening around. Like a couple of restaurants. We got like their lunch special. So if you go ahead, it's even more interesting, So I guess they try to develop like business around, because right here to my left is the Brooklyn Hospital Center. So you got a hospital over here, then development's going on. And then Fort Greene used to be right there. And we got this coffee shop, but let me make a detour over here to show you the architecture of what's going on in the streets. And just like I say, when you make a detour, this is where you're gonna get beautiful brownstones. And like I said, you can get brownstones all over New York City, but I think Brooklyn might be the best place to get beautiful brownstones. Like Park Slope, Brooklyn Heights, even around here, you go to Clinton Hill, they have it all over. I think in Bed-Stuy too, so I'm gonna go to Fort Greene, show you guys around, and then we're gonna walk around some of the neighborhoods over there, and then head back deep in the downtown area. Well, here to my left is Fort Greene Park, super underrated park. I usually come here when they do the Soul Summit Festival, but it gets jam-packed. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a regular day, like not too crowded or anything, so. And it's not a big park, but it's a good place to go hiking too. There goes an ambulance. That's how you know you're in New York City. Literally impossible to do a video when it's literally impossible to make a video and have a quiet block. Cool thing about going to this park, you can see how Brooklyn has the skyline. Wow. It's like if it's a city on its own, but it's part of a borough of New York City, but it's just crazy. It's like literally all these buildings are new. All of these buildings, wow. It's crazy how they pop it up. I am entering Fort Greene Park, and once I go to the other side of the park, it's gonna be like another world. Different from where you see all this high-rise buildings. And you can see as soon as I get here, it's like it's literally going up the hill, so like a good workout, good cardio. And pretty peaceful, so it's super different from when they do the festivals and all of that. And when the park kind of goes up the hill, it kind of reminds me of the park in Sunset Park. It's also in Brooklyn. It's a park that goes up a hill and you get a view of New York City. But I'm gonna go ahead to see what's happening in the center. You see how nice it is. Peaceful, quiet. A good place for you to escape the craziness of Flatbush Avenue. or some of the neighbors are surrounded right here and just come here and get some fresh air, fresh breeze, or recreational activities. But I tell you, when they do the Soul Summit Festival, this is packed, and if you go in the center, it is super packed. And I mean, not like a crowd, like it's literally like you're bumping people into people, but it looks so different to see it like really quiet right now. I wanted to go that way, but it seems like they're doing a video shoot or something like that. So I'm probably just gonna have to go around and show you what's happening. There's like a monument here in the center that I want to show you guys. And then once it passes on the other side, you're kind of in the borderline of Clinton Hill. And it's one of my favorite architectures over there, the brownstone buildings. But let's make it around the park to show you what else is happening here. And gentrification is real right here, because like I said, I remember the first time I came to this park. I don't remember, it's been like maybe 8 years ago, and it was so different over here. And now the type of people that I see here is just, I don't remember seeing it back in the day. So one of the things happening around New York City and Brooklyn, it's like the top with gentrification. Park goes around, like I say, a lot of hills here, and over here's the center. Like I say, when they do the festival Soul Summit, this will be literally crowded. It'll be like vendors, street food. It's a different type of vibe, but a little hard to block us, you know, of the crowd and the music. But let's go over here to see what's happening. This monument I'm talking about is called Prison Ship Martyrs Monument. First of the mountain consisting of 100 foot wide, so this is literally 100 feet tall. This is the monument right here. Like I say, it's 100 feet tall. And then if you go in the back, you can see the skyline of downtown Brooklyn. Wow, so different when they don't have any festival going on over here. It's nice to appreciate the park, spacious. Then over there, they got some massive stairs. So, you know, you got plenty of space right here to do stuff. And over there, you see the beautiful skyscrapers of Brooklyn. So it's known as the Prison Ship Monument right here, 1908. So you can see how tall it is. And I'm literally by the stairs. So looking at the stairs, maybe I can recreate a little bit of Philadelphia right here, like Rocky Balboa. You know, if you've ever been to Philly, they got the museum in the back and they got the Rocky statue, and a lot of people, they recreate it. The only thing is here, you don't have the crowd, so maybe I should try to do a little bit of that. Did a little Rocky Balboa right here in Brooklyn, going up those stairs. So it's been a minute since I did it, so I don't know if I did well, but just, you know, just playing a little bit here and doing a little bit of exercise. But this is a perfect spot for you to do it. But let's keep on exploring the park and other parts of the neighborhood, and then make it all the way to downtown Brooklyn. I'm exiting the park, and I'm gonna show you the beautiful brownstone buildings ahead of me and make a detour in some of the streets to show you what's going on. It's pretty different from the other side of the park. So you can see how the contrast of one side of a neighborhood turns into another one. So this street is Washington Park, and it resembles a little bit of Prospect Park in Brooklyn, but it's like a little bit more chill, a little bit more local. You can see you got Fort Greene right here, beautiful sidewalk with the cobblestones, and then one of the things that highlight Brooklyn, which is the architecture, the brownstone buildings. But now let's start making it into the street over here. I'm probably gonna show you a couple of streets, and then I'll head back deep in the downtown. And this tree is pretty interesting, the way how it's shaped up. Not sure if they cut it or something, and it gives it like this style. But it's pretty interesting. But now once you make it over here, look how different it is. And what I love about Brooklyn and a lot of neighborhoods in New York is that there are tree-lined streets. You know, it covers it with trees, so it gives it like a different vibe of the neighborhood. And like I say, when I come back in the fall season, if I'm gonna make a video about the fall season, I'm definitely gonna come to Brooklyn, because it's gonna be like a nice vibe of the brownstones with the leaves into orange colors, red colors. So it's gonna give it like a nice texture, you know. Then here I am in this beautiful street. Like I say, it's tons and tons of streets all over Brooklyn. So I'm just picking this one, but you can see what I'm talking about. The architecture and the trees, the brownstone building. So let me just cross it. And another thing that's making it really cool is that they have a bike lane here. So if you're biking around, it's pretty easy to get around. We're gonna make it to the other side. But yeah, it's super beautiful over here and I love it. So maybe I'll do one more block and then I'm just gonna turn back and show you where they're developing all the skyscrapers. This is kind of the borderline of Clinton Hill. So I'm gonna make it back to DeKalb Avenue and make my way to the other side. I'm probably gonna see if I can pass Barclays Center, because that is like the highlight of the downtown area of Brooklyn, and they've been developing a lot around there, especially when you go by Flatbush Avenue, heading towards Grand Army Plaza. A lot of restaurants, a lot of stuff. So I think they want to develop it near the Barclays Center. So if you watch a basketball game or a concert, you got stuff to do. Here we are back again in DeKalb Avenue. Got another local park over there to my left. I'm probably gonna merge into some of the streets here in my left and probably shortcut so I could be close to Barclays Center. So I made my detour to go to the other side, and I just gotta tell you, this is plain beauty what you see right here. Wow, a lot of people, they focus on Brooklyn Heights. This is like another area that you can explore that has the same beauty as Brooklyn Heights. It just looks like a movie scene. Wow. Picture perfect everywhere you go. Look at this with the trees. Wow. It's just nothing but beauty what you see right here. Loving it so far. As I'm walking around here, I see a mural. It says "Spread love is the Brooklyn way," and I see a Biggie mural. But this is not Bed-Stuy, this is Fulton Street. So let's check it out. So that's a pretty cool mural by Portland, South Portland, and Fulton Avenue. And it's usually like a vegan joint underneath, so I see a lot of people ordering, so it must be good. But I really love that mural, a Biggie, Commando Biggie, and then on the other side it says "Spread love the Brooklyn way." Gotta tell you, Brooklyn is a vibe. Here you see some high-rise buildings. It's new too. So the thing is, they got the Barclays Center, but then right next to the Barclays Center, they developed a couple of condos and high-rise buildings. So I guess people can live there around now. But Barclays Center is literally like a block down, so it should be there. Then we got Flatbush Avenue, so we're gonna make our way by probably Fulton Street and J Street and Metro Tech, see what's happening around there. So you see all this high-rise buildings, and right there is the Barclays Center attached to it. Then we got the Barclays Center over here, and then in the intersection ahead of me, it gets pretty busy. The Barclays Center, and then it's served by a couple of subway lines over here that you can take. 2, 3, 4, 5 BQ train. Then over there's Flatbush Avenue. If you go the other side, you're gonna see a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff happening around here.
Hey, you doing it? YouTube? Let me get your YouTube.
What's up, my man?
Hey, what's good, bro? I ain't from around here from VA and shit, you know what I'm saying? Hampton VA shit, man. Fuck with my bro, man. He about to turn up this shit this year, man.
We
Fuck
lit,
me.
man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Nice to meet you, bro. Take care.
You too, bro.
Cool people right here, Brooklyn vibes. And I cross the street because I want to show you a mural right here. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. But this is a really nice mural right here. So a lot of art. Then I give you a 360 view. You can see the Barclays Center and the skyscrapers that they pop up over here. So it's pretty cool. Then over there is the downtown area. So we're gonna start making our way towards deep down the other side. Here you have another angle, Barclays Center. Then you got like a little plaza over here that people can sit down and chill. So like I say, like Brooklyn is literally a city in its own. Like it's downtown, tons of neighborhoods, diversity too, you know. Like if you ever come in New York, try to make it to Brooklyn. There's a lot happening over here. And I'm only showing like a little portion, you know. And then all of this is like new skyscrapers. So this is Flatbush Avenue. We're gonna walk it all the way straight. And this is Atlanta Terminal right here. So it's like a mixture of a mall with trains, subway trains, and they also got the Long Island Railroad that goes around here. All of this is like high-rise buildings that they keep on popping up right on Flatbush Avenue. And I think Ashland Street is over here. They got a Whole Foods supermarket. I tell you, it really feels like if you're in Manhattan, the traffic jam, the high-rise buildings. Like a total different vibe right here. So this over here is Ashland Plaza, where they got a condo, but they do summer events around here, like music festivals, like block parties, and people come here and they chill. Usually to my left is Flatbush Avenue. We just see all the developments, but I'm gonna make a detour in this street because I see some pretty interesting things happening. So this street that I'm walking is called Rockwell Place. I don't think I ever walk around here because I don't think there used to be something interesting, but then I'm looking at all the developments that's happening over here, so gonna give it a try to see what's happening. And you see how they pop up all the high-rise buildings, so pretty expensive, you know, it's not gonna be that affordable. So I think after Manhattan, Brooklyn is the most expensive borough in New York City. And look how this. Then Fulton Street is right here, so it's just crazy. Like I thought Long Island City was developing pretty fast, but I come here and I think this one takes over the title over Long Island City. Because they got the urban glass right there. Then you see the Brooklyn Tower over there in the back, and then this building over here. But this one, wow. It just makes you feel like if you're in some other city. But it's part of a borough in New York City, so it shows you how massive the city is. Then looking at this building, it kind of reminds me of the building they're developing in Journal Square in Jersey City, close to the PATH station, but this one is way bigger, way taller. But it's like the same structure, like the same architecture, so it's an empty lot, but it seems like they're gonna develop another high-rise. Every time I try to turn the camera off, gotta turn it back on, because there's so much happening over here that I think it's worth showcasing what's going on. So I'm back where I started the video by DeKalb and Flatbush Avenue. So I'm probably gonna do a little bit of Flatbush Avenue, then merge into Fulton Street. Whoa. Like you can see the empty lots. They got Juniors right there, and of course, massive Brooklyn Tower. Just gotta wait for those signal lights to cross, because this is a super busy avenue right here. So we got Juniors right here. I think they specialize in cheesecake, but it says restaurant, so maybe this one is different. I know they got one around Times Square. Heard a lot about it, but I never ate in there, so maybe one day I'll give it a go. Got a really cool looking car right here in the street. Then one of my favorite food halls is around here to my left. It's called DeKalb Market Hall. If you go inside here, you go in the basement, they got like a nice food hall with different restaurants. They opened a couple of new restaurants and pretty good. So they also got Trader Joe's. They got also the famous thing they do, I forgot what's the name of it. They also got Cat's Deli, but you know the original one is in Lower East Side, which I made a video there when I collabed with Lizzo and Fernando. There are more high-rise buildings, so I'm probably gonna detour over here and start making it to Fulton Street. Over here you can see more buildings, and there's an empty spot over there, so they're probably gonna develop another high-rise. And I see a loft hotel. They got a couple of hotels here in downtown Brooklyn. So yeah. It's like literally like a playground for construction. So here we got another street. You can see a condo, and then ahead of me is Fulton Street. And it used to be like a really thriving street with a lot of stores, but I think after the pandemic, they shut down a lot of business because there's a lot of businesses that are pretty empty. But maybe they're gonna take advantage and start developing it into something else. I remember back in the days I would come here, I would shop for clothes and stuff, but yeah. So I think in the future, give it a couple of years and you'll see it's gonna be transformed. So I'll probably come back for an update to see what's going on. You can see how they beautify the street with painting and stuff. Then technically it's Fulton Street, but in this district, they call it Fulton Mall, because they have like tons of shops and stores around here. Even nice architecture, as you can see. So I'm gonna make a right over here and showcase you a little bit what's going on. Even got some huge chain stores like Macy's. But it's not like it used to be. These streets are pretty wide, but you can see like a mixture, like some empty lots. Some stores are occupied, but here you can see in a sample what I'm talking about. A lot of stores are empty right now. Then they got a store at Five Below, Foot Locker. You can find that anywhere in the mall or anything. Gap store, Portobello. But yeah, you know, a pretty interesting street. So they even got street vendors. So at some point it kind of resembles a little bit of 125th from Harlem. Even some parts of Fordham and Bronx. But where there's more packed in here, if you go to Fordham, it's pretty intense. As you can see, they got, you know, all types of stores, from sneaker stores to department stores. And they developed this high-rise building here, right in the middle of this. We got like another street, and the Marriott hotels all the way at the end. There's like a little plaza over here where they got like tables and stuff here. So you'll see people chilling and stuff. It's a plaza, a little bit like Diversity Plaza in Jackson Heights. This one's way different. Not diverse like the one in Jackson Heights, but still pretty cool to look at. And the court areas over that way, Court Street is ahead of me. But yeah, this is some of the parts of downtown Brooklyn. There's another plaza over here. Like I said, they got a court, municipal building right here. That tall building over there is a Marriott Hotel. Then Court Street's over there, and if you keep going straight, it'll take you to other cool neighborhoods like Carroll Gardens. You know, you'll see a lot of beautiful architecture and things happening. So, like I think like last year or 2 years ago, I covered Court Street the entire length. If you guys want to check it out, but yeah, kind of book. And then if you go on the other side of those buildings, it's Brooklyn Heights, which I made a video there too. You can see the skaters and the nice architecture building right there. It's like a photograph, not sure if it's a wedding or what's going on. And they got like a bench over here where people can sit down and chill. So yeah, it's like every part that you go around downtown Brooklyn is different from the other side. So that was the end of my video exploring this part of downtown Brooklyn and other neighborhoods surrounding the area. So you know, there's a lot to do around here, a lot of things happening. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.